sports about the NBA. But we'll start in the NFL today. I want to break some news to football players. NFL owners do not hate you. They don't respect you as businessmen, nor should they. Your actions are controlled by your emotions, and your thoughts are controlled by the mainstream media, a group trying to bring down the very sport that enriches you. Obviously, those statements do not apply to all football players, but it certainly applies to the ones in control of the players' union and the current and former players with the loudest voices. I bring this up because ownership and the players' union have stated their desire to renew the collective bargaining agreement before the start of this season. If the union's negative reaction to the idea of an 18-game schedule is any indication, the players are going to blow a huge opportunity to make significant economic progress. When you're controlled by emotion and pander for the approval of a group that despises your industry, the mainstream media, you consistently make unsound business decisions. Let's start with why NFL ownership is desperate to expand the schedule. The answer is simple. The league's television partners are desperate for live sports content. Netflix, YouTube, and all the other streaming services have undermined the reach, influence, and power of traditional television. With consumers having the option to DVR their favorite shows and fast forward through commercials, the only thing that truly works on traditional TV is live sports.
True.
And nothing works like the NFL. Roger Goodell and his bosses want to take full advantage of this unique opportunity while it exists. This unique opportunity also explains ownership's desperation to put the kneeling controversy in the rearview mirror. The NFL is trying to execute a cash grab from its television partners. It might be the last cash grab TV network have to offer, as technological advances over the next 10 years might further weaken them. It's time to grab the bag. What's potentially standing in the way is the players' irrational animosity toward their business partners in ownership. Why do I say the animosity is irrational? Because during the national anthem controversy, NFL owners exposed their hand and raised a white flag. When Jerry Jones and other NFL owners took a knee, the collective action screamed they wanted a partnership with the players. It was capitulation, surrender. Billionaires do not capitulate, not on national TV for all the world to see. When they joined in the pointless emotional lunacy of kneeling during the anthem, that was ownership screaming at the top of its collective lungs, guys, we're all in this together, whether we agree with you or not. It's time for NFL players to make peace and money. It's time to shed the baggage of the past and quit looking at ownership as your enemy. Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft, the Rooneys, and Roger Goodell are your business partners. The people telling you they're modern-day slave owners who every idea you must immediately oppose, they're your enemies. All right, joining the desk now are Fox NFL analyst Sean Merriman, TJ Houshmandzadeh. Marcellus, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Do NFL players need to be less adversarial with ownership?
I don't describe the relationship as adversarial, so I would say no to that. You say they don't hate us, huh? They sure got a weird way of showing they love, don't they? At times, we have to go through the history and the struggle between NFL, NFLPA, and its players, but I will start here. It's a tug of war, and in a real tug of war, you better wear your gloves. And this is going to be a lot of pulling and pushing when you talk about the term collective bargaining. Being a player rep, being in those rooms, you understand there's a menu of items you wish and desire to have and attain. There's a menu that you will never relinquish. And it's that way for both sides. And that's what we're seeing being played out publicly right now. If you want to really look into the dynamics of what's occurring, it's as simple as this. The NFL right now has a lot of pressure on it from its TV partners and its networks. You notice it's their TV partners. We all benefit from it, but they have the direct relationship, and they're the ones that have the negotiation. That pressure is to the advantage of players in this respect. You sit there and wait for that pressure to boil, and the NFL now doesn't come to you dollar for dollar. They may come to you $2 for a dollar because they know they have to make these people happy in order to have their successful business, which makes us happy. It's just a continuum right now that patience is a virtue, and the players have to stay still and let the NFL play it out.
I listened to your explanation of what the relationship is, and you know what it came to mind? Marriage. It's a tug of war.
It's a tug of war.
But again, there's love there. And again, that's what I keep trying. The players are acting like there's no love there, and they have a shared interest with the owner. Everybody wants more money. Y'all need to see it as a marriage.
You know, the problem is, and I wouldn't call it necessarily a problem, but when we're growing up, we play the game because we love it. We have a passion for it. We're emotional about it. That's what makes us great players. We're emotionally attached to the game because we've been doing something as kids that we love. Now you get to where it's a business. And now we can't, as players, we can't separate the fact that we're doing something that we love to do, but it's a business. So now we get emotional from it. When we get traded, when we get cut, when we get released, waived, or whatever that is. You got to bench or whatever. The players have to understand that the owners, they aren't emotional. They're not emotional. They don't make these emotional decisions. That's why they're billionaires. These decisions aren't emotional. Guys get cut because the team can save $1 million somewhere else. If you have a guy, you know, I use myself for an example. When I got released and waived by the Chargers, they didn't want to do it. I was hurt. I wasn't producing anymore. Now you got a guy behind me, another guy who can not only play my position, but run down there on special teams. He can play on kickoff coverage, punt return. So now you got a guy possibly who you can pay half the amount of money
for the cheap.
It
ain't even half.
He can do more, or more, or more.
Less than half.
So these owners aren't making emotional decisions, and the players are, and that's where I think we need to understand as players, and we need to understand that this is a bit across the board. It's a business now, and if an owner or a team do something with it, they move you, cut you, trade you, whatever the case is, they aren't doing it because they don't like you. They're doing it because it's about numbers and commas. That's it. That's all it comes down to.
So I was a player rep for many years, and so I sat in the meetings when we elected DeMaurice Smith. I was there his first year. You said a partnership. If they really want a partnership, that's a lot of what Marcellus said, tug of war, give and take. You give some things you might not want to. We give up some things we might not want to. But it has to be points that you want to make, things that you want. And I think there's two things for the players. You at least have to get one of these two. One, you have to get some type of partial guarantee in your contract, meaning, for me, anything 4-year contract and under, that has to be fully guaranteed. And you need to get health insurance. One of those two things, you shouldn't play more than 10 years in the NFL and walk away without health insurance. That should not be the case because nobody, for the most part, guys don't have problems when they're 35, 36, 36. Those problems creep in 45 and after. Your insurance is run out. And so get things that are important. If it is truly a partnership, then we will give it. You look at the NBA. LeBron James said, man, we need a longer break after the All-Star game. What did Adam Silver do? Okay, we're going to give you a longer All-Star break. And it looks like it's a partnership with them. It may not be, but they sure make it look like it. When LeBron James says we need a longer break, Adam Silver says, all right, we got you.
And so when the NFL players basically said for safety reasons, less padded practices, less hitting, less contact, the NFL does give in. All I'm saying is I think right now where y'all at with this unique opportunity going on right now with television, you have to, again, it's like if you're in an argument with your wife, are you going to bully her into giving you what you want?
No.
Or are you going to sweet talk her into it? And right now, y'all just need a little more sweet talk with these owners because they're down for the play.
Or no talk. And I've learned this from my own marriage. Sometimes they're going to talk some sense into themselves after they realize their own wrongdoings. And I think that's the NFL right now because this is not a unique situation. Oh, my God, 18 games. This is just the latest situation we're dealing with. The NFL has never taken their medicine voluntarily. They have never sat there and said, we want our medicine. And let's go all the way back to when players in free agency in 1992 and Reggie White in that case. Let's go all the way to...
Let it go, Marcellus.
Huh?
Let it go,
No,
Marcellus.
I'm not. I'm just trying to show you that this is just the next. You said it's unique. Let it go. You have to make them take their medicine. This is how it plays plays out. Let's talk about player safety, how we had to complain to get to this place. I let it go because they got to that place. Guess what we were talking about? CTE was never an acronym that I ever used as an active player because the NFL was suppressing medical issues. And then we got to a place where now they're invested in it. Social issues, they've invested in it after you make them take their medicine. Here's the thing right now. The NFL is in a pickle. They know that player safety is still a priority, but they also know that there's pressure for live events. There's pressure for more of inventory of NFL games. So what are they going to do? Hey, we'll throw you guys $2.5 billion towards the cap. But how? What's the details? Are you going to increase rosters? So now I thought I was going to get a bump, but I'm sharing my bump with a new guy.
Right.
So that's the conversation that we're not having until you find out and dot the I's and cross the T's.
And all I'm saying, the reason why we keep circling back to this conversation, and I'm not going to let it go because I'm just trying to reach y'all, is NFL owners are willing to have that conversation.
On their terms. Yeah, not a partnership is on our terms. Well, it's perception and selective perception. We're guilty.
If it's a true partnership, we sit down and we both walk away from it not happy. That's a true partnership where we both give. Well, we give a little bit, we'll take a little bit.
You both feel the pain.
But all partnerships aren't created equal. I mean, you can still be partners in something and it not be an equal partnership because I can guarantee the NFL owners don't look at it as an equal.
They're junior partners.
Exactly, you're junior partners.
Yeah, silent partners at times.
You know, I mean, I do agree with you and them being partners with the players. You just have to understand who's going to get the better part of that deal. And if that deal is still good for the players, then that's when you're okay when you guys both walk away and you're happy about it because you did get more, but they don't look at the players as equals.
And Marcellus, here's the point I'm trying to make to you, because you just ran down a laundry list of things that happened.
And this is now on that list.
That happened in the past.
And more is going to come.
And again, you get into a relationship, you're like, you know, baby, can you quit talking about what I did 10 years ago? Can we just let that go? Because we're in a new place. I'm not that guy that did that then. These conversations go on all the time. And if the other partner won't let it go, it becomes a major problem in the relationship. And so I get it that the NFL did a bunch of things. But I'm telling you, when history is told, or when people sit back and just look at what happened on this national anthem deal, these guys got on their knees and surrendered and screamed out, okay, man, we partner. We don't even agree with y'all on this, but we're going to get on our knees, give you the $100 million, do all that. That's the biggest sign that they can give you is like, let the past go. It's a new day. Let's now go get this money together.
And this is the greatest sign that the players have finally understood what their power really is. That's why there's power in their silence. Let me give you something. It's biblical. You know this about relationships. Stop bringing up the past. In the Bible, it says love keeps no record. You know why it keeps no record? Because let that go if you really love them. Do they really love the players? Is there really love in that partnership? You say yes, I say yes. Is there love for the players? I say yes, I agree with you. You have filed this away as players having angst or issues with the ownership. It's not that. It's just we need validation. We need understanding of our real issues. And before, history has told us they don't understand the issue until all the pressure collapses on them. So they're using their old tactic, the PA is, and this time they've added a new layer. Sit back and let y'all feel the pressure. And right now, it doesn't seem like they're handling it well.
I just don't blow this opportunity because, again, this opportunity is unique. No one could have predicted what the internet was going to do to television and scripted TV. No. And so we're in this unique deal where it's like, holy cow, live sports is the end-all, be-all. Everybody knows it. Everybody's out looking for their next hit. The NFL recognizes that. The TV networks recognize it. They want 2 more games because 5 years from now, ain't no telling what technology will do, and maybe it'll be less valuable. Let's get it now. And so that's why I don't like DeMaurice saying, under no circumstances is this in the player's best interest. The overall adversarial approach to the NFL, I just think is foolish right now. Let the past go. When you see a bunch of billionaires on their knees, bending like that, They told you everything you need to know.
But do you have to jump?
But what's going on behind closed doors, though? We don't know what's being said, what's being talked about behind closed doors.
How to get some more money. They're talking about how to get some more money, and they want you.
We see the headlines. When DeMaurice Smith came out and said that we're not going to talk, I didn't look at the big headlines that was printed in the. I looked at, but we'll entertain that little in third paragraph down. They said we'll entertain whatever's on the table.
Whatever's on the table, and nothing's on the table right now. Why be so thirsty and jump at the first?
Because there's a big bag of money.
So, but
you gotta go get it together.
You show patience. Can it get bigger?
Who's getting what?
Can it get bigger, Whitlock?
That can all be decided.
Right.
And it can get bigger. But what they're trying to tell you is it can only get bigger if we work together.
Okay.
We can't wait on you to, the owners are going to figure it all out.
You can wait.
They need you.
Nothing gets done until there's a deadline.
When you start talking about expanding the schedule, the way this health issue has been defined, and everybody's got everybody that plays football is going to die of CTE, that false narrative that everybody's bought into, they can't do it without you. It would be most effective if we did this together. There's a big bag of money sitting out there for us. Let's go get it. Coming up, Dak and Zeke have been a dynamic duo in Dallas, but his money threatened to tear them apart. We get into that next. And don't forget to check us out on the Fox Sports channel on Sirius XM.
Thanks. Got to jump.
When I am helping a customer, I need to treat everybody the way I would want them to treat my family. I want them to know that I really want to help you. That's what I'm here for.
Fixed right, priced right, right on time. The triple promise, only at Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Exactly. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Nice. But, what's up with your partner?
Not again. Mimo, that's your reflection. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Loyalty. You don't earn it in a day. You earn it day by day.
Now get 20% off MSRP on select 2019 Ram 1500 Classic models in dealer stock.
I can taste my beer. I can taste my beer.
I can taste my beer.
I can taste his beer.
I can taste your beer.
I want to taste his beer.
Samuel Adams Sam 76. Finally, a refreshing lager that you can taste.
Barb, I can taste my beer.
The King served people his new $1 crispy taco.
Burger King taco. I didn't know they made tacos.
It's super crispy.
It definitely hits the spot. It's a flavorful taco.
You mean to tell me it's only $1?
Talk about a surprise. It's Burger King's new $1 crispy taco. Only at Burger King.
PNC Bank has technology to help make banking easier. Like a PNC business line of credit. Because sometimes inner peace requires a little external soundproofing. Or PNC Total Auto, a place